One thing a lot of Thomas fans can agree on is, as the show went on, there was a lack of characterization. Yes, a lot of the newer characters were missing three very important things: flaws, character dynamics, and development. That's not to say every old character had a full arc. And the writers of the hit era weren't really allowed to write about the newbies and expand upon them. But there is an exception, and that is Spencer the Silver Engine. Spencer is a silver A4 locomotive, one of the most beloved engines in the world. He's owned by the elite and loves to rub it in everyone's face. Spencer was introduced in the 7th season of the show alongside many others, which were soon forgotten as the show went on, except Spencer. Oh, and Emily, but I've done a video on her. Spencer stayed around till nearly the very end, where he was used to his full potential. He had flaws, interesting character dynamics, and development. And today, I'm going to talk about all three, starting with flaws. A flaw is what makes the character interesting. If they don't have any, it can make them rather boring. As mentioned earlier, Spencer is owned by the elite, the Duke and Duchess to be precise, which gives him a big ego, which is a big flaw for him. He never stops to notice the little things in life, gives him the urge to be rude to others, which certainly doesn't make him any friends, and can also make him look a fool, as we saw in Spencer the Grand. I mean heard because it's too hard to actually see the episode. But the biggest example of Spencer's ego getting too much is the 2009 movie Hero of the Rails. This is where Spencer's ego was at its worst. Being a public nuisance was bad enough, but then getting so suspicious of Thomas, which results in him not even doing his job. Then he's so thirsty for a bit of tit for tat, he damages himself and others. Not sure if every fan will agree on this, as fans love to debate if Spencer was even in character in Hero of the Rails. Now let's move on to character dynamics. Having great character dynamics can just add to how interesting a character is. If they're just seen with the main character all the time, it can get old. And although Spencer's main character pairing is with a main character, it's one of his, Gordon's, and the show's best. These two, who you expect to be great friends, despise each other. Feels pulled straight from the pages of the Railway series. Whenever Spencer showed up, you could be sure that we were going to get some good Gordon and Spencer moments. Unfortunately, we only got one CGI Gordon and Spencer episode, but we weren't short on good moments from them. I'll get back to this in a minute as we move into development. One thing everyone loves about a character is their development. See them grow and change as the series goes on. If they're pretty much the same throughout the whole series, it can make them rather boring. Spencer didn't really change too much, but for a rare episode where he showed signs of development, those being Spencer the Grand and Spencer's VIP. Episodes where Spencer's ego causes trouble, but he makes up for it in the end and grows a little. Though these didn't really matter as the following episodes undid this growth. But in Spencer's final appearance, Spencer experienced growth which was never undone, that being his rivalry with Gordon. On New Year's, the two apologise and settle their differences, putting down petty arguments and become friends. What's so great about it is Spencer doesn't appear again after this, which leaves this as a perfect end for the character, an ending that can't be undone or tarnished. And those are three reasons why I think Spencer is so great. It's very easy to see why Spencer is such a fan favourite character, as he's so different from the many other TV characters. That's not to say there aren't other interesting TV characters. Freddy and Rosie are some who I definitely want to talk about. To wrap up this video, I thought I'd tell everyone the big news. Drayton Manor has opened a new exhibition with new locations and new characters, one of those being Spencer. If you're a big Spencer fan and want a nice day out, I highly recommend going. Get a chance to see one of the TV series' best.